Thank you, Coach. We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the Seattle Seahawks. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10. Detroit! The first carry now. This is Johnson. He'll be dropped at the 30. With a shifty move, got him a couple extra on the play. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Detroit! Now Rosen to throw on 2nd down. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. We documented it last week. They played so well defensively. 4 interceptions. Tried to get their hands on another one there.
And when you've had 4 the previous week, you are just itching for more the very next week. And there was a great opportunity. It went by the wayside, but let's not underscore what's going on with this defensive unit.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. It's a big play on 3rd down for the Cardinals. And even 50 yards. The 1st down carry here for Johnson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On 2nd down, here's Rosen. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Brad McDougald. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Past the 20. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, there has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Check 50. Got it.
Here's Wilson. And he floated one out there incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage. Especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Wilson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You got to let that happen, guys. Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
And pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Here's Rosen to throw. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down.
Detroit! Gone!
out of the gun. Here's Josh Rosen. And completes it to Cook over the middle. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 45. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. Now Wilson on 1st down. Incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Dalvin away and bring up 2nd down.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. Going back to Moore. This time he's got him complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
That's caught by Penny. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And this is going to be incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And that is no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10.
Detroit!
So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves them with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. Here's Rosen. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
He'll get it up the middle. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. So stuff for no gain on 2nd down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let him know right away I'm throwing it, but I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal. And Dawson's kick is good. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
The first update from Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. And the Bucs are out to an early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. He's got the tight end, Vanette. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
On 1st down, Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. On 2nd down, Wilson. This will be caught just inside the 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
A first carry for the converted wideout, J.D. McKissic. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Here's Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. In for the score. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6. And this is no good. He missed it. Not a good start here in the kicking department as this remains a 6-3 score. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is T.J. Logan to return it. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are. Figure out the things that they really want to accomplish and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The Cardinals on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Open man left side is Wallace, complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And
the Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 20. Now it's Wilson. Throwing left side, it's complete. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And his first throw here is incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. He finds his man, Baldwin. It's a gain of 17, and it'll give him a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Penny, a first down carry. And he coughed it up. And this is recovered by the Cardinals. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that, that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From midfield now, here's Rosen. He rifles one that's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. There he goes left side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for two.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll try and run it here. And he will get into the end zone. So the lead stretches from 9 up to 11. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. With it on the return is Logan. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
On second down, Johnson. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Leopard! Leopard!
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. And for the third time here in this half, and now the ball's out, fumbled near midfield. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he'll actually lose 6 yards on the return, but I don't think they care. They've got the football back.
Now, Barney! Barney! Here we go now. Blue landed!
Throwing here, Magoo. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, but fortunately he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. And defensively, maybe an opportunity missed there.
No doubt about it. When that ball's out, all you're thinking about as a defender is, this is our chance to make a huge play. Instead, he's able to recover his own fumble. Big sigh of relief, huh?
Yeah, usually those wide receiver fumbles, there's open space around for the defense, but not there. He hops right back on it. Now Rashad Penny, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. So now, following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. And the ball situated at the 9. Second and goal.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. Magoo back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception. And
for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
With it on the return, it's Logan. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. Pushes him over. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Now Rosen to throw on 2nd down. And his throw is going to be incomplete. The tight end, Jermaine Gresham, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know. But all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
When you put together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Here's Brad Nortman now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. Here's Magoo looking to throw it. And this one's incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Now Magoo. Flush to his right. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
All right, here we go.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Magoo. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
To throw is Magoo, and that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. We haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Meanwhile, down in Santa Clara, and the Bucs are out to an early lead. And we'll be sure to keep an eye on that one as we go along here.
All right, here we go.
On first down, it's Rosen. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. Yeah, this is going to put them back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
All right, here we go. Blue, landed. Blue, landed.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he's got his target. That's more. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. Fuller brings it in over the middle. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. This quarterback now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%. And it's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Flushed out right. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's 30 yards now in the last 2 plays, back-to-back 15-yarders, and they're rolling. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. J.D. McKissic, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
They'll drop to throw. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. And the Seahawks on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll go deep down the middle. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Flush to his right. And his pass incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
They'll look to throw here. Dancing to his left. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Detroit. Detroit.
They're going to look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Manti Te'o. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. Now, they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's Rosen to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at his own 10. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Point after, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Cardinals. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now a first carry for their fullback across the 30 to the 31-yard line. In on the stop, it was the UCF product, Shaquem Griffin.
And that was a good collision right there. And I know this as a former defender. If you're playing linebacker, you're going through a checklist on every play on who you think's going to get the ball and where you think the ball's going to go. Rarely do you expect the fullback position to get it. And on that play he did. So you've got to steel yourself at that point because the contact is going to be strong.
Now it's Rosen. And Gresham, the tight end, brings it in. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
4 down. Check. 49, guys. Mike, 49. We ain't giving up nothing today.
Now a handoff. Johnson. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Switch. Detroit. All right, now, lucky 56. Check 26.
Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
On 3rd and 1, Rosen. And he hits his man, Matthews. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. 7 yards on the quick slant and a 1st down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Watch him now, Barney. Check Mike 54. Watch him now, Barney. Gun!
Rosen on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. Try to go back to Matthews there. And it's 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. This is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. As his guys are in for 6. And the Cardinals are in for 6. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson, and he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down and keep the sticks moving.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Here's Carson. Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And, Brandon, remember when the free safety was always back, away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
They always that changed in a big way. The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between the free safety and the strong safety. One will be up, one will be back, or sometimes both will be in the same spot. On that play, the free safety was there, no gain.
So without making excuses, you have to figure that this rain has had an impact now on both of his missed field goals.
It's one of those situations really difficult to practice for and tough to prepare yourself against. It's just a whole different animal kicking in the rain, and we've really seen him struggle.
They begin the drive with Johnson, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to...
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Brad McDougal. He gets away from one. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks. 15 yards is the pick up there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Throwing here, Magoo. Leads it for Penny. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On second down, here's Penny. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's caught by Penny. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Man, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Detroit! Detroit! Now let's go! 3-19!
Magoo back to throw. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Manti Te'o leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
Here's Magoo looking to throw it. Trying to lob it in there, but it's incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game.
All right, here we go. 3-19! 3-19!
Here's Penny. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Rashad Penny, his second touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks offense continues to pour it on. Extra point right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. With it on the return is Logan. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Screen play, Johnson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker.
Now let's go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. In on the stop, Bradley McDougald. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
Detroit!
Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Only 3 there on the screen at second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays. Harder to move it.
Underneath for Johnson. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and they're going to face a third down. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Here we go. It's Rosen on fourth down. And he's going to go down again. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. The give to the fullback on the dive. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, but these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Or are you one of those